Happy New Year, welcome to 2026, and welcome to episode 30 of Build the Titanic, today on BrickScale Studio. Welcome back to BrickScale Studio. My name is Jeff. Thank you so much for joining me. It is New Year's Day, so happy 2026. I hope the upcoming year is filled with success, health, and everything you want it to be. So another kind of chill episode, nothing too crazy going on. We are doing some more davits and lifeboats, and then getting those davits installed. And then we have some more deck pieces and benches and little details to put on there. So let's get into the build and we can talk about it after. Here we are in issue 59. And more lifeboats. All right. So it looks like we will be doing some more vents and cowls and things. We'll be building some more davits. And then we will have some more lifeboats at the end. All right, so we got Lifeboat Palooza again. So we have 4 more lifeboats with 4 more tarps. With these, what are they calling these? The lifeboat block gear. So once again, they want us to put the lifeboat with the tarp and then put one of these block gears in, and they are very adamant about no glue, so we are not putting glue. So there is one. All right, there are our 4 non-glued lifeboats. All right, so now it wants us, I'm gonna go a little out of order because now it wants us to bring back that big long deck section and add some of these cowl and vent pieces, and then construct our davits, and then attach the davits. I'm going to go ahead and construct the davits, and while those are drying, then I'll bring over the deck piece, and we can put these vents and cowls on, and then our davits should be good and dry so we can stick those on. So let's build the davits first. All right, so like last time with the davits, there are different pieces. So we're making 5 davits total. So 3 of them are going to be they're calling them double-sided. And they're going to use these pieces that have 4 holes in them. And we're going to use, there are 2 different types of davit arms. There are 3 that sort of have the little pegs perpendicular to this main beam, and then we have 4 that have the pegs parallel to the main beam. So for these 3 double-sided, we want the 3 perpendicular and we want 3 parallel, and then we'll use the 2 remaining parallel and the 2 remaining bases to do the single-sided davit. So on this one, we want the ones with the parallel pegs to go on top. And they are definitely showing this. There is a little sort of notch in the corner. They're showing that on the left-hand side for each of these. So that's how I am laying them out here. And then we want, like I said, we want the parallel pegs to go on this top side, and then we'll flip it over, and I'm just going to go ahead and put glue on all of these. And so this is going to go in just like so on the top, like that. And, you know, now that we've done these a few times, it's a lot easier. That first time it was crazy. So now we have all of the parallel pegs on. So then we can just flip these over And then we're going to put the side with the perpendicular tabs, and they're going to go on this side. So again, well, maybe I'll just do these one at a time. All right, there's one. There's two. There is three. Now on these, they also have these tabs, but we want them, yeah, so these were all facing the same way. They were all facing this way. This one, we want the tabs facing each other. And then we're just going to take two of these and pop one in each one. These are just single davits here. So there is one. And there is two. All right, cool. So let me move this for the moment. Let's move all of the davits over here, all the lifeboats, the cowls, and the vents. And I'm going to bring back that big deck piece, which again, this decking is curling and I do not like it. So I might take a blade and slit that and put some glue under there, which is probably what I will do off camera. So yeah, I won't bore you with that. Let's see. So now they give you a very tight view of the deck, so it's kind of difficult. However, if we look at the photo, we see we've got two benches, so we've got two benches here. So that is where we are going. So yeah, these pieces are going to fit right in here. So this first one, that looks like this, it's going to go in this angle section here. And again, these are nice because the pegs, one is bigger than the other. So you can, it's easy to figure out which way they go. So that one is going in there, and then this one is going right here next to the stairs. And again, we've got a bigger hole and a smaller hole and a bigger peg and a smaller peg. That one's going there. So then our last one here, this one looks like it's going over here. Yeah, it's going right there like that. So that's sitting in just like so. All right, so now we can move this along because we are going to be putting in our davits here. And they're going to go along here. So the double ones are going in first. And again, we've got a larger hole and a smaller hole. So it looks like the first one is going here, the second one is going here, the third one is going here. And then our singles are going one on this side and one on this side. So let me make sure. Yeah, actually we want it so that the little stick out tab is facing toward the end of the boat. So we want that for all of those. So let's start getting these in. So that is what that is looking like. Basically, it's a mirror of, which you probably can't see, but basically it's a mirror of this other end. So that is it for issue 59. So here is issue 60, and we won't need this in the beginning. All right, so here are our parts and instructions. It looks like we will be needing those windows that we saved from a few episodes ago. All right. All right, here are the parts. We have the second class entrance. We have some decking here. We've got some benches. We've got vents. We've got the lift engine house, port bulkheads, some more teeny little veneer pieces. This is vent B. This is engine for vent. Piping A, piping B, piping C, and piping D. So very creative naming here. So it looks like the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this second class entrance and we are going to take the windows that we have saved from a previous issue and we're going to be putting 5 of them in. So let me get those off. All right, so we're going to put 7 windows on here, and just like in the instructions, we have one, which is hard to see, but we have one of the larger windows and one of the smaller windows left over. Not sure if we will use those in a future step or those are just extras, because these are very small pieces, so yeah. I can imagine if you drop one, especially for me, my carpet in this room is like browns. So you drop one of these and yeah, it's gone forever. Like you're never finding it. All right, so let's get these going here. I'll put a little glue. So there are the 7 windows for the second class entrance. All right, and then we're also bringing over the remaining grill pieces that we had left. And those are going to go right in here. And there is 2. Okay, so we'll just set that aside for a second. All right, so now, let's see, we need the 2 bulkheads, which are these 2 pieces. All right, so we're going to take, this one is going to be going in just like so. And then I imagine, yeah, this one is going to be going in on the other side. Just like so. So I do want to pop a little glue in there, even though they are staying pretty well, but... Okay. So those are on. So now we want our deck pieces here. And let me grab some glue. So this is cool because it has 2 little raised pipes here. There is that piece. And now we've got these 2 little like pie pieces that go on these sections here, so that's going to be fun. All right. So there is that. Looking awesome. All right, so now we're going to take this section, which is the top entrance. And yeah, the pegs are different sizes, so we want to make sure, obviously, that we have that in correctly. This is going to go on just like so. And it says to glue it, but my goodness, that fed on, that was pretty tight. But we'll go ahead. Okay. So that is looking like that. Now we've got these little pieces, which are going to go on either side. One there. So now we want to take these 2 pieces and we want to attach them together, and there is a little sort of D-shaped notch here. And that's going to fit together just like that. All right, so we're not doing anything with this. That's crazy. Well, I'm going to put I am gonna scoot these all over because I don't think we're gonna be doing anything with this. We are gonna be putting these 2 benches on this big long deck piece here. So where are they going to go? They're gonna go down here. So they're gonna go right here. There we go. All right, so that will do it for issue 60. So let's move on to the Lego section. Here we are on the Lego side. So if you remember from last episode, we had finished this and attached this hull piece, and now we are working on the other side. So this is as far as we got in the last episode. So let's continue on with steps 76 through 90. I did want to point out, so we got this other hull side on, and even though these portholes are kind of tedious because you're just doing a lot of repetition, the technique is very cool because it does give you some texture and creates the portholes, but also the ones on this top row also give you some additional attachment points for the hull piece. So it's not just these 4 corners, you've got it attached all along the top too. All right, so we've got a couple more steps, 2 more steps to go for the Lego portion. All right, that is through step 90. So we got this hull piece on, so we've got both of them. And then we added some detail along here and some detail across here. So that is it for the Lego side. To recap what we have done in this episode, on the scale model side, we made this second class entry section here. And then we also, again, I'm not going to bring over that huge long deck piece, but we did some more lifeboats and more davits for that section. And then over on the Lego side, we finished this hull piece, and then we bulked up this section here and added some detail along there. So that will do it for episode 30. That's it for the build portion. Like I said, pretty easy. We're becoming an expert at those davits. I think this is the 3rd set we've done. So let's get into our summary really quick. For the scale model side, we completed 13 steps and used 49 parts. On the Lego side, we completed 34 steps and used 196 parts. Total to date, 377 steps and 728 parts on the scale model side. And on the Lego side, 820 steps and 3,447 parts. Okay, so coming up on the channel on Saturday, we are back on track with the 1966 Batmobile. That is going to be a chill episode there, I believe. But then we're coming into kind of a crazy one, so definitely stay tuned. And of course, remember to like, share, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we're trying to hit those milestones so we can give away some free Lego. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Again, totally free. And of course, until we see each other again, happy building, take care, be kind to each other, and I'll see you soon.